There's a foster care crisis in the United States. 4 million kids whose families are right on the brink of entering the system. But that is a story that plays itself out over and over again in every single country on earth. So what happens to the kids who live in the countries where there is no foster care system? Well, for us at Go Project, we have seen that in every country that we partner in, where there's a void of child welfare, the church always steps in to help kids in crisis. So churches like the Anglican Church of Kafunjo, Uganda, where a single mom named Charity, who's HIV positive, who lost her husband to AIDS and is the mother of 3 children, she was on the brink of total disaster. And then the church stepped in. And they saw in her potential. So the church donated to her a hoe, 1 hoe. And Charity used that to farm every square inch of land that she had. And out of the produce that she grew, she was able to feed her family, sell some in the market, which gave her the ability to send her kids to school, and to purchase her HIV medication so that she wouldn't die. And this story from Kafunjo didn't just happen one time, right? The church did this over and over and over again, 150 times over. More than 700 children have been able to stay at home with their family because of one church in the middle of nowhere that sits on a hill in a town called Kafunjo. And that church isn't alone. That story has been replicated over and over in Uganda, in Ethiopia, in Malawi, in South Sudan, in Haiti, all around the world, through these amazing local church partners that God brought to us. And they are relentless in their pursuit of kids, helmed by ministry leaders like Bishop Bahamuka, who live in Congo, a part of the world that has been ravaged by tribal conflict, who, when he heard a knock on the door one night, he was convinced that rebels were trying to lure him out into the streets by propping up a child who was asking for help. And he said to himself, you know, I'm 90% sure that on the other side of this door are my would-be kidnappers. But you know, there's a 10% chance that there's a kid who needs my help. So he opened the door and he found the child. And that kid is now a part of the local church, part of his family. These churches that we partner with just will not relent. Over the last year and a half, during COVID, against overwhelming odds, they doubled the number of kids that they cared for internationally. And we fundamentally believe that the pathway to reach children who need help around the world, the 153 million mark, is through the network of the local church. Churches just like Kafunjo, Uganda, who faithfully and humbly seek out the one family, the charities in their community, and wrap around them to support them, to bring them together, and to prevent them from falling apart. That's who we are at Go Project. Care for every child.